Hi, my name is James Johnson. I'm here at the Macpara factory and I'd like to introduce to you a high-performance harness called the Macpara Hawai Harness. Now when you purchase this harness, it comes with a cockpit ballast container, which I'm just going to put off to the side here. It comes with a speed system. It has a 3-ladder speed bar, which is also included, and the harness that you see here with the ram air pocket in the back. So it is a cocoon harness, and I'm going to go over some of the features that make this harness extra comfortable. It's been noted that some of the pilots that have used this harness have gone 8-9 hours in perfect comfort because of the amount of adjustment that can be made with this harness. So just opening it up, I'm just going to show you all the different straps on either side. So the first strap that you see here allows you to adjust the angle of the seat plate, which is a lightweight seat plate in the harness. The next strap here is located in the middle here, and you can see it by its red loop. Now by pulling on this red loop symmetrically on either side will increase the lumbar support that you feel in your lower back area, which adds to the comfort. And next is an adjustment with a trimmer buckle, and this allows you to pull the harness forward and back, adjusting the angle at which you sit at. And the fourth adjustment is the actual shoulder straps themselves. So just using those four straps to adjust will allow you to adjust the harness for perfect comfort in flight. Now the next thing I'd like to talk to you about is the leg straps, which are adjustable both up and down and back and forth, and they go into the buckles on either side, which is pretty self-explanatory. Next is the cocoon shape of the harness, which gives the harness its aerodynamic shape. Now inside the cocoon is the 3-step speed bar system, which is really easy to use because there's a special nylon fabric which creates a tunnel on the bottom half of the cocoon, and this allows your boots to slide freely without getting caught on the neoprene cocoon itself. On either side of the cocoon there are 2 straps that allow proper adjustment of the length of the cocoon, and at the bottom of the cocoon is where your feet go, which I'll tell you a little bit later. On the bottom of the cocoon there's some foam and a nice feature. It's a small detail, but by having air forced into the bottom of the cocoon, it forms an aerodynamic bubble to give the performance that pilots are looking for when they buy this type of harness. So now I'm going to show you how to get into the Hawai harness. All you do, put your arms to the shoulder straps, just like so. You're going to reach down and grab the leg straps like so, making sure that they're not twisted. You're going to take them and insert them into the buckles on either side, just like that. Now that you've done up the leg straps and the upper chest strap, what you're going to do is you're going to reach and grab your cockpit ballast container. Now you're going to have to attach the cockpit ballast container to the strap that goes, the buckle that goes through the middle part of the carabiner, which is located right here. You're going to attach it to the male end, which is this long strap here. Goes like this. You do the exact same thing on the opposite side, like so. And then to raise the cockpit ballast container up, you're going to identify 2 straps that are coming off the shoulder straps, just like right here. And these 2 buckles get placed into the same buckles found on the cockpit ballast container, just like this. Good. If you don't have these buckles done, it hangs down too low and it's going to be hitting your crotch as you get ready to run on launch. Now some of the features of the cockpit ballast container are really nice. There's a big flap which is located right on the top. You'll probably get the cockpit ballast container that looks like this. So you open the flap and you can put all the different instruments you want to fly with inside. And there's also an additional feature of the cockpit ballast container, and it's this Velcro flap, and it's like an instrument panel. And it is removable, so in the event that you have to go to a meeting or you want to set your instruments with other pilots, you don't have to take the entire cockpit ballast off the harness. And that is just repositioned into the cockpit ballast just like that. This flap you can flap down towards the back, and it gets Velcroed into place. So you're almost ready. The next step is actually really important. What you have to do is you have to reach down and identify two straps that are hanging down on the right side. And so what you're going to do is you're going to grab the bottom strap. There's one on the top and one on the bottom. You're going to take the bottom one first, and you're going to bring it up and put it through the left loop on the ballast cockpit container, and put it into its corresponding buckle. So I just want to go through that over again. There's two straps. There's one that you'll see at the top, and I've done the bottom one up first, going into a crisscross pattern up to its matching buckle on the top left, my left. The next step is to take the upper buckle and go through the loop on the right hand side of the cockpit ballast container, making sure that these are loose, and grabbing its match on the left hand side. So that's what it looks like there. Now when you have those straps done up, and this is special to the Macpara Hawai Harness, when you've done these up, it pulls up the cocoon, preventing the cocoon from hitting the back of your legs. And because there's a carbon Kevlar plate inside the cocoon, that also allows for the cocoon to be carried, because it's such a lightweight design. So a lot of people get intimidated by flying with this type of harness. With the Hawai Harness, you don't have to be intimidated at all because of this special design of it pulling up the bottom of the cocoon, and the cocoon being so light. So we're almost ready to fly. You just double check that the leg straps are done up, the chest straps done up. There's nothing flapping around. And to get into the Hawai Harness, you run, you launch like any other harness, and you just naturally fall into the cockpit. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, how do you get your legs into the actual cockpit yourself? Once you clear the hill and you have sufficient altitude, what you do is you take one leg or foot, and then you just naturally find the cockpit. It's really easy to do, especially if you've taken the time at home to do all these adjustments that we've been talking about. You'll notice that there's a hole now that will allow air into the cockpit. And what you do is release, or put both your brakes in one hand and take your free hand and tighten up the straps that we did prior to launch. So that's strap number 1 and the straps number 2. So that you can see that those straps, when you pull them tight, brings the cockpit and gives it the aerodynamic shape that people are looking for when they're looking for a high performance harness like this one. The reserve on the Hawai Harness is located underneath my legs, and the reserve handle is mounted on the right hand side, identified by this nice red handle with a Velcro tab right here. And you'll also notice, you can't really see it right now because I'm not actually flying, but this ram air pocket behind the Hawai Harness creates this aerodynamic shape that will also add to its performance. So the air goes into this tunnel here, filling up this rear section of the harness, creating a point so that you can slice through the air with the Hawai Harness. The speed system is located right here, and you can't see it, but all you have to do is you raise one foot off the bottom of the cocoon, and you can feel the 3-step ladder speed system inside the cocoon, allowing you to engage the speed system. And because there's that nylon tunnel, it's really easy for things to slide inside the cocoon. The speed system is easy to operate, even though you can't see the actual speed system in the cocoon. So practice at home, hang it, get comfortable, and I'm sure you'll enjoy hours of flight in this incredibly comfortable harness called the Macpara Hawai. So I'm going to now get out of the harness and show you how to safely get ready to land. So you're in this position. If you forget, it's very easy to get your feet and legs out of the cocoon. But to make that easier, all you have to do is to take a free hand and identify one of the straps that close the cocoon and loosen it up. And this will create a hole for your legs to come out of the cocoon a lot easier. So when your legs are free, all you'd have to do is give yourself ample altitude to get ready to land, and then stand up to land. Again, you'll see that the cocoon is not long enough, it's not going to trip you up, and you'll land perfectly like any other harness. To take off the harness is just as easy as we got into the harness. You undo the straps, leg straps, loosen up all the straps that hold the ballast in place, just like so. And I'm going to go over a couple of the features in the back here. So there's storage in the back of the Hawai harness. It's located right behind where you sit in the harness. By unzipping, there's two zippers in behind, creating a pocket for storage. You can put your carrying bag of your paraglider in the back here, and it gets zipped up just like this. Just to talk a little bit about the protection included in the Hawai harness, it has a 17-centimeter foam protection, giving yourself the added safety in the event that you come down without using your feet and legs to land. So I hope you enjoyed the video to go over all the features and benefits of the Macpara Hawai harness. It's a great harness. It's very comfortable for extended cross-country flights, and I'm sure if you're a pilot looking for top performance harness, that the Macpara Hawai harness will be a perfect fit. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the sky soon.